Sometimes things take longer than expected, and sometimes they're worth the wait. In this video, I'm going to talk about the world's most in-depth progressive reloading press shootout, what's going to be involved, and when you can expect to see it here on Ultimate Reloader. Gavin here from UltimateReloader.com. It was about a year and a half ago when I published my 14 single-stage press shootout video and article. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot, and I've gotten a lot of great feedback from you all. As I've been talking about on the channel, I'm going to be following that up with a progressive press shootout. Very involved, lots of product, lots of information. I had hoped to get that published in the spring. That got delayed. I had hoped to get that published in the early summer. It has gotten delayed again, and I'll tell you why. I don't even have all of the presses yet. I'm still waiting on a Dillon RL 1100. That is a very important part of the story, especially as a counterpart and a competitor to the Mark 7 Evolution. And I still have an additional story to do, an overview of the Lee Pro 4000. So things are taking longer than I expected, but it is going to be well worth the wait and the extra effort. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what's going to be included. I'm going to talk about which presses are going to be featured, and I'm going to ask for your input. So you're probably wondering, what presses can I expect to see in this progressive press shootout? The answer is all of the popular progressive reloading presses on the market today. There's 10 total. Here's the alphabetical list. Dillon RL 1100, Dillon RL 550C, Dillon XL 750, Hornady Lock and Load AP, Lee Loadmaster, Lee Pro 1000, Lee Pro 4000, which is the Auto Breech Lock Pro kit that they just renamed this year and added more equipment for. Mark 7 Evolution, RCBS Pro Chucker 5, RCBS Pro Chucker 7. I have videos aplenty on almost all of these presses. In fact, on all of them, except for the RL 1100, which I mentioned I'm waiting on, and the Lee Pro 4000 / Lee Auto Breech Lock Pro, which will be featured on the channel shortly. This is a great list, and I'm looking forward to sharing insights on all of these presses with you. So that's what presses are going to be included. The next question to answer is, what am I going to show for each of these presses? Now, this is where my inner mechanical engineer gets to come out loud and proud, but I'm going to try and keep things digestible. That's always a challenge. So here's what I was thinking. I'm going to definitely do specs, features, capacities, feeds, and speeds. This is all of the bullet points that are going to outline the basic attributes, characteristics, etc. for each of the presses. I also, for the progressive presses, really want to do a comprehensive total cost of ownership breakdown, because that was one of the key things that I looked at when I was going to buy a progressive press. Actually, the first two, that was where I started to decide Ultimate Reloader, and some of these decisions were a part of my motivation to share this information with you. So I'm thinking to do like 2 calibers and 4 calibers, something like that. And you can kind of scale it from there. Powder measure, accuracy, and consistency. I thought it'd be really cool to take at least a couple different types of powder, maybe a flattened ball powder and a short stick powder. You know, it could be CFE pistol and Varget, for instance, and run through a set of tests to see what kind of consistency you get from that powder measure for different types of charges. Caliber changeover, process, complexity is going to be a really important one. It's a key factor if you do switch calibers frequently, is how easy is that to accomplish. Ammunition consistency tests. I haven't nailed down all of the tests yet, but I'm going to be looking at different types of testing for that so that you can evaluate the quality of the output from the press. Accessories and add-ons, case feeders, bullet feeders, powder check dies, both first party and third party. Cyclic rate per hour, advertised and actual. Forces at the handle. I did this for the 14 press single stage shootout, and it really does give you an idea of what it's like to pull the handle, maybe the next best thing. Kind of fun to geek out on the data as well. And then finally, the aftermarket. One of my partners KMS Squared has the UFO press lights. They make it for a number of presses. Dillon has a bunch of companies that make aftermarket roller bearings and different add-ons and accessories, that kind of thing. That can be a plus. Another partner, Inline Fabrication, they make bin racks, they make die holders, they make ultra mounts, you know. There's a rich aftermarket for most of these presses, and you know, that's yet another benefit of one press over another. Okay, so the really important thing is, am I missing anything? What do you want to see? Please drop a comment and we'll start a discussion. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you love the idea of this progressive press shootout, please give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe with notifications because you are not going to want to miss the RL 1100 video, the Pro 4000 video, and then, of course, the progressive press shootout itself. I got Ultimate Reloader shirts at the Ultimate Reloader store. I'm on Patreon, links in the video description. Thank you for watching. Until next time, happy shooting and happy reloading.